Hello gamers, in this video, we will be discussing the most epic villain games of all time. We tried to mention the best video games where you are the villain. So let's get started. Number 5. Mafia 2. The whole Mafia series leans into being a bad guy, but Vito Scaletta, the protagonist of Mafia 2, is a fully developed villain. The cutscenes and cinematics are the best in the series, and the storytelling is as vibrant as it gets. Sure, Scaletta's backstory is full of familiar mob movie tropes, but the action is tight, and the cover system combat is really rewarding. If you've ever wanted to spray a lead from a Tommy gun at dozens of innocent people in the hopes of trying to kill one guy during a sloppy hit, then this is the game for you. Number 4. Saints Row. The original Saints Row came out of nowhere, quickly becoming a critical hit and a commercially successful franchise. While the first game focused on pretty standard sandbox gangster tropes, the series ultimately found its niche by going completely bonkers and way into the absurd with alien invasions and absolute silliness. But the early Saints releases tried to stay a little closer to grittiness and realism, and the town of Stillwater was a virtual playground for mayhem and murder. Number 3. Prototype. The open-world action-adventure game came out in 2009, thinking that a cannibalistic scientist made for a good hero. But any angry nerd that consumes humans and then shapeshifts into other people like a silly rip-off of John Carpenter's The Thing isn't so much a hero as someone you'd like to stay far away from. Ultimately, the developers recognized the evil leanings, and so Prototype protagonist Alex Mercer played the villain in Prototype 2 by basically acting the exact same way. Number 2. GTA 3. The entire Grand Theft Auto franchise is centered around pulling off professional hits, robbing stores, and being kind of a jerk. The central characters in the 4th and 5th installment aren't completely bad dudes and are often left with difficult choices. But in Grand Theft Auto 3, they didn't fill out the protagonist, Claude, so much as let you write his story. He doesn't speak or make too many noises outside of a wayward grunt here and there whenever he gets run over. There are specific mission objectives and milestones you need to hit for the game to progress, but every terrible decision you make is your own. You don't need to use a rocket launcher on the car full of innocent bystanders that just happen to get in your way, but you pull the trigger anyway. And you laugh while the flaming bodies hit the ground. That's why GTA 3 was so badass. Number 1. God of War. God of War came along at just the right time for the PS2. Breathing life back into the console brawler genre that was nearly dead. Kratos, the main character, is sold to players as the anti-hero in a narrative based on pseudo-Greek mythology, but he seems pretty damn villainous, no matter which way you slice it. Many of today's players still play this great game these days. That's all for today. Hope you find it interesting. Thanks for watching the video, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.